Okay, so what name shall we use for you then?
Like, call me like Anonymous E.
Anonymous A.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we start the interview, for everyone else watching, let's clarify, we're not going to mention your real name, we're not going to mention where you live, we're not going to mention the gang that you're affiliated with, and also, if any of the questions that I'm asking make you uncomfortable, I want you to let me know. And you don't have to answer these questions, like if you don't feel like it. Let's start by, how old are you?
I'm 17.
Are you a gang member?
Yeah.
At what age did you join a gang?
Late 14.
How come you've joined the gang?
So I can have money in my pockets and like cause of like issues happened when I wasn't involved. So then I decided because I wasn't involved, yeah, and something happened. I went and told some of my friends, then they came and defended it. So then I went and joined them and so I can have money as well.
And do you want to talk more about your childhood, what happened when you were a kid? How come you've joined this lifestyle in the first place?
No, I feel like the main reason why I jumped in, yeah, because I just wanted to have money in my pockets and yeah, some protection and that, like from some of my mates.
And what happened within your family when you were a kid, if you feel comfortable talking about it?
Yeah, so when I was younger, I was like less than one. I grew up playing care because my dad he used to like abuse my mum and stuff like that. Yeah, so I was in care for 10 years. So I went in care when I was under one, and I came out when I was like around 11.
So you left care when you were 11, and did you start living with your mum, or what happened?
Yeah, so I started living with my mum, but when I was in care, I used to live with someone else, like my brother, but then we got separated because the person didn't like my brother, like the foster carer. Yeah.
So when you say you lived in foster care, that was in London, right?
Yeah.
So what's your relationship like with your parents now?
It's off and on, so sometimes it can be good, or sometimes we won't speak and that, like I'll block her and that. Like, I just won't speak to her.
And last time we met on a street randomly, and then I had to go off to Paris for work, and we also went to the hospital together because you had to remove your stitches, and you told me that you got stabbed, and you've been stabbed 3 times before, by the age of 17. How are you feeling now?
Yeah, no, obviously I feel fine, I'm just recovering slowly, innit?
And I want to ask, every time when you got stabbed, have you ever thought of quitting this lifestyle and quitting the gang?
I mean, I did for a little bit, but then again, like if I stop, like I'll need to go back to school and that, and that's just long, I can't lie. Like.
And how old were you when you dropped out of school?
So I was around like 15, 16.
And how come you've dropped out?
Yeah. Because people thought I was trying to bully them when I wasn't.
So you say you've had thoughts before to quit this lifestyle, to quit the gang, but what's stopping you? Do you feel like you need help to quit?
No, I just need to be on just leaving everything. Cause like, I can't like, it's a bad habit that I have like chill with the man them smoking, going places like trying to do stuff and that. But it's all just hard like. It's harder than it sounds, I promise you, like. Yeah.
Have you carried knives before and weapons?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you usually carry a knife? If the question makes you feel uncomfortable, you don't have to answer. You can say no comment.
Yeah, no comment, no comment.
Okay. And once again, for everyone watching, we're going to modify his voice. We're not using his real name. We're not going to... So if anyone decides to ask questions about his name, his location, I'm not sharing any of that. We're keeping that private because... Thank you once again for agreeing to do this interview in the first place. I really appreciate it. And I know that it's very risky for you to be sharing this information. That's why we're protecting your identity and your brother's identity as well. I just want to ask you as well. So what would have to happen in your life in order for you to quit this lifestyle and to quit the gang?
I'd have to have like money. Yeah, just money. Yeah, I can't lie. Yeah, just money and all of my ops, yeah, to be like, I don't want problems. That's basically like not going to happen ever.
Do you realise that next time you get stabbed, you might get killed?
Yeah, I realise that.
How does that make you feel?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'm risking my life, innit?
So you understand that every single day you're risking your life, but you continue to do this because you need money.
Yeah.
And you said just now that in order for you to quit doing this, you would have to have money. Money sounds quite abstract. How much money would you have to have in order to quit this?
Like, enough, yeah, for me to share with my family. Yeah, and at least just have my own place. Just stuff like that.
So if you had £1 million in your bank account tomorrow, would you quit this?
Not straight away. Like, slowly. I'll cut down.
And if you told the other gang members in your gang, right, guys, like, I'm quitting today, I'm done, and I'm leaving now, what do you think would happen?
So at first, like, they could be fine with it, and then later, like, come back to me. So, like, they'll try peer pressure me to come back. Then if I don't, then they'll probably kill me. Or kidnap me.
Kill you or kidnap you?
Yeah, probably. I don't know for sure, but I think so.
Do you know any people who've successfully quit a gang?
Not successfully, innit? They had to go through, like, issues and, like, trouble and, like, yeah, like, a lot of problems and that.
What kind of problems?
So, like, people, like, attacking them. So, like, he tried to be like, oh, I don't want no more problems. I don't want no more beef and that. And then, like, he thought he wasn't involved anymore, innit? So he was just walking casually and the people saw him. Yeah, like, they beat him up. Yeah, they stomped him out. Yeah, they backed a knife on him. Yeah, they done all of that, I can't lie.
And do you think if you were to try to quit the gang today, you and your family would be in trouble?
Yeah.
Do you think they would threaten your parents?
No, because they don't know them.
Do you think they'd be able to find them somehow?
No, they couldn't.
If there's a kid out there that's also 14, 15, that's thinking of joining a gang, what would you tell them?
Don't do it. Do not do it. Don't risk your life. I'm doing this, yeah, for a reason. Like, I need money, innit? You feel me? Like, yeah, I never got with a lot of money, but I'm risking my life here for just a few pounds that could just go, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not good, bro. Just stay in school and that. Yeah, can't lie.
So you would tell them to stay in school and to never even try this?
Yeah, don't try. You see, when I was walking in a certain location, I had like 20 or 30 people chase me with zombiness and that. I only got away because I was fast and I was good at hiding and that. But I would have been dead when I was younger. Like, can't lie. Do not jump on. I can't lie.
Thank you for sharing that. And how old were you when you got stabbed for the first time?
Around 15, early 15.
You know, it's very hard for me to listen to that. And when I first met you, I think it took me at least a week to process what you've shared with me. And once again, I really appreciate you sharing this with me. But I just can't believe, because you're only 17, and I'm trying to remember what I was doing when I was 17. I was still in school, like I was riding a bike, longboarding, chilling with friends. And I just think that you got ripped of your childhood. You've had your childhood and teenage years literally stolen from you. Is that how you feel as well, that you've never had a chance to be a kid?
Well, I have, but I took the wrong route. Yeah, like, I could have still been in school and that, but I just chose not to, innit?
Do you think the fact that your father was abusive and that your mum was struggling and the fact that you've been in care has influenced your decision?
Yeah, well, pocket money. I never got pocket money. That's one of the reasons as well. Like.
So do you think if you got financial support at an early age, you would never join this?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have still. I don't think I would have.
And do you think you got groomed into this lifestyle?
No, because when the thing happened, when I told my friend what happened, and then when something happened, and then I was chilling with them, like, yeah, like, you defended me, innit? And yeah.
I also wanted to ask, do you understand that if you continue on this route, on this path, you can either get killed or you might go to prison?
Yeah, I understand that.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me want to jump off, innit? But I want money and I need money, bro, so I can survive. Like, even just to have breakfast and that, like, there's been times where I haven't ate for like multiple days, like 5 days, 6 days, yeah. So it kind of feels like if I'm not doing what I'm doing now, then I'll just die of like starvation.
Why do you think other kids are joining those gangs? Because I know you've shared with me before that you know kids whose parents were drug addicts or are drug addicts that have joined this. Why do you think other children or teenagers are joining this? Why do you think so?
Yeah, so some people do it because they want like population. Man, like they want clout and that all over social media. But then some people do it because like they have nothing to lose, or some people just want money. Yeah, or like some other issues like due to like mental health and that.
You don't have to answer, but have you stabbed anyone before?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. What was the longest knife you've ever seen in your life? How many inches was it?
I don't know how much inches, but I know like it's like the size, same size as me. Yeah, same size as me.
Same
Obviously.
size as you?
So like from my belly to like my head or longer, like yeah, longer than that. Oh wait, I don't even know, you know, but I just know like it's big. Like I couldn't handle it. I can't lie. Like,
And do you know many kids that carry knives?
no comment.
Do you know many kids in London that sell drugs?
No comment.
Have you seen kids on the streets before in London that were selling drugs?
Yeah, I've seen some.
And why do you think they have taken up this lifestyle? What caused that?
People like not giving them enough attention, or like they had no money or stuff like that.
Because I'm filming this video and we don't know who's going to watch this. Maybe someone in the government might end up watching it, maybe a local MP, or maybe someone in schools, or maybe other parents might watch this. So what would you tell parents and people in the government about what could help solve the issue of gang violence in London? What would solve it in your opinion? What kind of support do they need to provide?
Yeah, so I feel like as a kid, they need to be like with their family, like going out, for example, like to the park or go shopping. Like let them know like your family's not broke. And like just like yeah, like just try to keep them in the right path. You see when I was younger, like you see from like the age of 12 and that, I could go to the park by myself. I could go very far by myself, yeah, with no one. Yeah, so then obviously I just started chilling with people. That wasn't good for me, you know? Yeah.
Do you think if the government provided financial support to single mothers or to kids that are in foster care, that would help solve the issue?
Yeah, I feel like it would.
Have you seen groomers on the streets of London trying to attract kids and pull kids into this lifestyle and to join the gang? Have you seen it yourself?
Yeah, I have.
How do they do it? Like, what do they say to them?
No comment.
And how do you see your future?
I see my future. So it's either I can make it out, yeah, I can move out of the ends like London or stuff like that, or I could die or go prison.
So you think you have two choices. You either quit this or you go prison.
Yeah,
Do you have a dream?
yeah, I make music in it, I'm a rapper stuff.
One of the dreams is to make music.
Yeah, one of them.
And when you say quit this lifestyle and leave London, would that mean leaving the country or just London?
Yeah, no, London. Yeah, London.
And there might be other kids watching this video now, who are in gangs as well. What do you think you'd want to say to them? Is there anything you'd want to share with them?
No.
No, actually, yeah, like, just imagine, yeah, like, God forbid, innit, but say you got killed, yeah. Like, how would, like, your family feel? How would your friends feel? They'll just want to just kill someone else. And then the whole killing cycle, like, that's how, like, gang beef is. I can't lie, like. Someone gets touched, and then the other people want to retaliate. Then they'll just keep going. Then everyone around you could die, or you could die, innit? And then, yeah, just think of, like, how your family and friends will feel. Like, if something bad happened to you. Like it nearly happened to me before.
How did you feel when you got stabbed 3 times before? What were you thinking about? What were you feeling?
Yeah, so I was thinking, like, how's my mom gonna think if I die? Like, what's my whole family gonna do if I just die right now? And then, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Can't lie. Like, how's everyone gonna cope? Yeah.
Have you ever tried drugs?
Yeah.
How old were you when you tried drugs for the first time?
No comment.
Can you share what types of drugs you've tried? You don't have to.
So there's lean, yeah, there's weed, and there's smoke with.
And then there's what, sorry?
Smoke with, like, balloons.
What's balloons?
It's basically like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's basically there's a canister in it. You twist it. It's like a gas comes out of it. Then like you fill up with the balloons and then you inhale it. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I can't. Like, I'm bad at explaining stuff. I'm sorry.
No, you're very good at explaining stuff. Actually, I think you're very you have great communication skills.
Well, thank you.
No worries. It's just I've never heard of this drug, so maybe the viewers also haven't heard of it. What kind of effect does it give when you take it?
So it gives you a big head rush. Yeah, you feel that. You just feel fried, but only lasts for like 10-15 seconds. But then with weed, you see weed, yeah, it's like medication. Like, I don't get prescribed that and that, but it helps me. Like, it just helps me out, like with my anger and stuff like that.
Do you think you have anger?
Yeah, I've got anger issues still. So like, you see, in general, I'm a calm person, innit? But you see, if someone, for example, like insults my family or something, yeah, or like touching a man, yeah, then I'm angry at them. You feel me?
See, I can't imagine you angry, and I can't imagine you doing anything criminal, because last week we were sitting in a park, we were having Jamaican patties on a bench with your brother. We were having a real conversation. I told you about my life, you told me about your life, and I still can't believe that this is your life. I am just struggling to imagine it, because you're a 17-year-old teen that didn't get the right support in life. But I think you're so young. I just think you got ripped of your childhood. And once again, we don't know who's going to watch this video, but what if one of my viewers reaches out to me and says, I want to help, and I want to help him quit this, and I want to help him change his life. What do you think? How do you think you will react? What do you think you'll tell them?
Like, it's not that easy. Like, it's not easy. I can't lie.
But do you think you would accept their help? Or do you think you would still want to stay in this lifestyle?
No, like, I'll take their help. Like, I'll listen to them. I'll hear them out. Like, and then we'll see how it goes from that.
So you are willing to change it. It's just you need help. Am I understanding it right?
Yeah.
Because just like I said, from our conversations with you and your brother, I think both of you are really bright. I think both of you are super intelligent. And I think you're capable of so much more. If I am actually being honest, I think it can happen to anyone. Yeah. Because, once again, I don't know what my life would turn out to be had I been placed in care at the age of, did you say 1?
Just before 1.
So for 10 years, right? Had I had an abusive father, had I grown up in a certain area of London, I don't know what my life would turn out to be like. And that's why, like a lot of people judge, and they judge people for engaging in specific lifestyles, they judge people for their decisions. But once again, I don't know what my life would be like had I had a different life scenario. But if someone reached out to me to say, look, I want to help, what kind of help would you want to get from them? What would it be?
To be honest, I don't know.
So you don't know yourself?
Yeah, I don't know myself.
Yeah, it's very difficult. So it's not a situation of you want to stay in it because you enjoy this lifestyle. You feel like you're doing this because you have no other choice. Am I understanding it right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very difficult, I think, because I've seen a lot of kids in London engaging in this, and I just can't believe, it's crazy to me that you can be in the centre of London. A lot of people have a lot of wealth. They're very affluent. They have a completely different lifestyle. Then you jump on the train, you're 20 minutes away from the centre, and it's a completely different reality. And you can see 10-year-old kids selling drugs on the streets of London, and kids engaging in knife crime, kids getting stabbed. Is there anything else that you would like to share with the viewers?
No.
How did you feel answering my questions? I hope I didn't trigger anything.
Oh, no. I feel fine. I like talking about shit like this. Can't lie.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with any kids or teenagers that might be watching this? Because you've already shared, don't do it, don't try. Is there anything else you think?
Yeah, so basically, like, just know this, yeah, it's coming from me, and like, you see, if you jump on, yeah, it's very hard to leave, bro. Like, certain people think, yeah, like, you can just jump on for like a week, just have a little bit of peace and then leave. No, you can't do that, bro. Like they call it trap for a reason, innit? Once you jump on, there is no leaving still. Like, with me, I'm trying to leave, innit? But I've been involved there for a bit.
Can't lie.
And you know, when you joined, did you realise that it would actually be so difficult to leave? Have you thought about that before starting this?
No. I thought it'd be easy just to leave. I can't lie. Like I thought, I can jump on, and then in a few weeks and I'll have bare bees, and then I can just tell them, man's not trying to be gang. No, but it's not like that. I can't lie.
Would you say that the money is worth the risk with this lifestyle for you?
So for me, it is. But for other people that was grew up nice, they don't have to. If you don't have to, then don't do it, innit? Yeah.
So you're willing to continue taking that risk for the money that you're earning?
Right now.
Do you think that might change in the future?
In the future, hopefully it does.
Are you willing to share how much you're earning, but you don't have to once again?
No comment.
No comment. Okay, I get that. So you got stabbed last week, right?
Yeah,
And are you in pain now?
a bit. I'm used to the pain, I can't lie.
This is what I wanted to say. So last time when we spoke, when we were sitting on that bench, you told me, I'm in pain every single day. I'm never going to forget your words then. You said, I'm in pain every single day, but I'm used to it.
Yeah,
Is it just physical pain, or is it also psychological, do you think?
both.
And what do you mean by psychological pain? What's that like? Is it the anger or?
Yeah, so basically, it's a lot. It's just imagine this, you see outside I feel pain and obviously in it, from my wounds and that, but in my heart, and I feel slightly depressed and anxious and just stuff like that. I can't lie.
Are there certain areas of London where you can't go?
Yeah, but no comment.
I'm not going to ask which ones, don't worry.
Yeah.
Do you think that adds to your anxiety, the pressure that there are people that might threaten you?
No, I'm not scared of them. I can't lie.
And you know what strikes me? You also told me last week that you have no fear.
Yeah, I'm not scared of anything apart from God. That's one thing I'm scared of. Can't lie.
Do you believe in God?
Yeah, I do. Without God, I won't be alive. Yeah, I have a sibling, that had cancer in it from when she was less than 1 or so, and then she's cancer free and thanks to God. My mum was praying on that every single day for a long time, and then she got cancer free, and still praying on that, hoping that don't come back. Because if it comes back, it can be even worse, innit? But God bless her still.
Thank God she's cancer free now. Are you helping your mum financially?
I'm trying to,
Is the fact that you feel like your mum needs help from you also driving you to continue this lifestyle?
No, you see, my mom knows what I want. She's telling me, jump off, stop it, try to stop as quick as you can. I'm telling her I can, but I can't, innit?
So you tell her that it's a lot harder to quit than she imagines, right?
Yeah.
What does she say to that? Does she say anything?
Yeah, sometimes she might start crying, or she might pray for me and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's really difficult. I mean, I can't imagine what it's like to go through all of that. I can't imagine what it's like to be in care for 10 years. What was it like to be in care? Would you like to share about that? What was that experience like?
So with me, I just felt free, I can't lie, you can do what you want, basically. They can't tell you to do shit, because they're not your actual parents. You can go out, but then that'll lead you to you going the wrong way as well.
Are you still in touch with your foster parent?
Yeah. So with them, they liked me, but then for my brother, obviously they did care about them. They did care about him, but with me, because when I went there, I was more of a baby, innit? Yeah. So apparently, when they took me, to take me to the foster girls and apparently I wasn't even crying.
Do you have any memory of being separated from your mum at all?
No.
But were you seeing your mum at that time when you were in foster care, or not really?
Yeah, so when I was in care, I was seeing my mum once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month, and then can't lie.
And you were separated from your brother, right?
Yeah, I think a year or two. No, a year or a few months.
And then your brother moved in with your foster parent?
Yeah. No, then my brother, he moved into a different foster care home.
Okay. Are you in touch with your father?
No.
Do you know where he is?
No.
And you said he was physically abusive towards your mum?
Yeah, and mentally.
Do you have any memories of that?
No.
So she just told you about it, right?
Yeah.
You know, I have so many questions that I want to ask, but I just still can't believe that you're 17 and you've already experienced so much. So, you know, when you got stabbed, did you have anyone? Do you have a support network, do you think, in your opinion, now?
So do I have support?
Yeah, like, do you have people that can help you when you're in
Yeah.
trouble?
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, I do, but I don't tell everyone. Well, I don't tell them people, innit? Like, what's actually happening, you get me?
So you
Yeah.
keep a lot to yourself, basically.
Yeah, basically.
What do you think will happen if you go to prison?
It will change me. I know for a fact, if I'm in prison, it'll change me, but it won't be a good thing. Like, it won't be a good thing if I'm in prison.
How do you think it will change you?
I think it'll make me crazy, like crazy. Because I know people, they went in when they wasn't crazy. They come out like big and hench, yeah, but like they're fucked up in the head. Like they're crazy, bro. I can't lie.
How are they crazy? Like, do you feel like they're capable of terrible things, or?
Yeah, so like it'll change you as a person. Like, say if I went in innocent, I'll come out not innocent. If I went in prison, I feel like
What's one of the worst, if not the worst, thing that you've seen on the streets throughout your life?
so I've seen people get kidnapped.
Like,
Yeah.
right on the street?
Yeah, so like grabbed you, then slapped in a van. I've seen that, bro. It's a mad thing.
So, like, by human traffickers?
Yeah.
Does it happen a lot?
Nah, I've only ever seen that one time.
Have you heard any crazy stories, like, among other gang members or just in London with regards to crime?
No, no comment.
Okay, I understand. So, if you manage to get out, what do you think you'll do with your life? Have you ever thought about this?
Nah, not even, you know. I haven't even, I can't lie.
Seriously?
No, not even.
Why do you think so? Why do you think you've never even thought about the alternative life that you could have?
I don't know. I need to think about that one, I can't lie. Yeah, I skipped question, innit? I'll go back to it later.
Okay, no worries.
If I remember.
Do you think if you just moved countries, that would solve the problem? Like, if, for example, if one of the viewers tells you, look, I'm gonna get you a ticket to any country you want, right? And I'll help you start a new life in a different country. Do you think you would take up on the offer?
No.
How come?
No, because I'd want to bring my mum and a lot of people with me, but I couldn't. Because I'm not trying to go to a different country by myself without knowing anything.
But if they said, I'm willing to help your mum and all those other people and move them with you, would you then say yes?
Oh, yeah. Then I would. Yeah, I can't lie. Yeah, I'll do that.
So, you personally don't know people who've successfully quit a gang without having their life destroyed. Am I understanding it correctly?
Yeah, you're understanding it correctly still.
So you haven't even heard of anyone doing that?
No, not successfully still. So like not like proper like I have no more up. Yeah, I'm free man walking. I don't know no one like I don't know no one that's like been in the gang and said like, I have no ops. Like you get
Are you threatened daily by other people?
no. So like people like they might send like death threats and stuff, but I just don't care about them. Like I don't. Yeah, I just don't listen to them. You're saying that you wanna kill me, but you haven't. You know what I'm saying?
Is there anything at all that scares you in life?
No, apart from God.
So God scares you?
Yeah, only God. Yeah, that's it.
Do you think that God is protecting you?
Yeah. God's protecting me. Because imagine, if you are stabbing, yeah, it's over here. But imagine if it was on the other side, yeah, my heart's on the other side, didn't it? That happened for a reason, so yeah, I think it was like a warning sign or something like that. If I'm not mistaken. You see your heart's on this side, didn't it?
Yeah.
But it hit like this side.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if it hit the other side of my chest, I would have died.
So that's what I'm thinking as well. So you're only 17. You were stabbed 3 times. You're still alive. That's what I'm thinking as well. There must be a reason, man.
Yeah, there's a reason. Everything happens for a reason as well.
Do you also know a lot of 17-year-olds that got stabbed before?
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Yeah. For example, I don't know this person, but there was a rapper called Grepper, innit? He was, how old was my man? He was like 14 or 15, and he died on a bus due to knife crime, bro. That's sad, innit? Can't lie. Yeah, rest in peace.
So God must have saved your life then for a reason, man.
Yeah.
When you got stabbed, Where did you get stabbed those 3 times? So you said near your chest. That was once.
Yeah.
Near my chest. Yeah. Like near to my bum.
Okay.
And on my head.
On your head. Okay. Do you think you were close to death those 3 times?
No, only with my chest one.
Yeah, you actually showed it to me last week as well. So it's... Guys, he's not lying. And we were in hospital together. Did you say you've got stitches now, or did they remove them?
No, they removed it.
And did they say it's going to take like 8 months to heal?
Yeah. They said it's gonna take a bit for it to heal. So yeah.
When you look back at your past, and when you reflect on your life, what do you feel?
Well, I feel like if certain stuff didn't happen, I wouldn't be in the last situation. Like if stuff didn't happen, then I wouldn't be involved. You get? But yeah, some people brought up like nice. Yeah, someone are brought up nice, like they have everything, but they still jump on that. It's just like, nah, like they shouldn't have done that. Though. You get me? Like I wish that I had what they had, so I wouldn't have been involved.
What do you mean by you wish you'd had what they had? What is that exactly?
So for example, some people they grow up here like they get their pocket money, they have their money and that, yeah, like they can do what they want, yeah, and then they just jump on road for no reason, yeah, like causing them on stress and pain and all that just for no reason, like when they have an option.
Do you know a lot of people that died?
Yeah,
What did they die from?
mainly like knife crime.
So you know a lot of people that got stabbed fatally.
Yeah,
How many people do you know like that? You don't have to share once again.
yeah, no comment.
Okay. How young were they? Younger than you?
Some of them younger, some of them older, some of them same age.
Do you think this is a real problem in London?
Yeah, because imagine this, yeah, this is it. This is like how it is sometimes. Like some people are like, oh, you know, I want to change up my life. I don't want to carry my knife. Then they're walking without the knife. Then they see someone that they beef, yeah, and they've got a knife. Then they're trying to run for their life. They die, or like they could just be on the way, like walking to the chicken shop or something, and then they could die. Yeah, just don't walk. Just don't walk, because if you're walking, you could get booked. You know what I'm saying? Like,
When you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing that you think about?
thank you God for life, innit? Like I'm still alive. Yeah. Like when I wake up, that's the first thing I think.
So you feel grateful for every single day when you wake up in the morning?
Yeah, because I don't know if I'm gonna just like die like randomly. I don't know. You get me? Only God knows that. So yeah.
And what's the last thing that you think about before bed, before you go to sleep?
Last thing I think.
Yeah.
Am I gonna make it out? Like, am I gonna make it out one day?
So like, are you going to quit this?
Yeah. I just think that sometimes, yeah.
Do you think that's your dream, to quit this?
Yeah, it's one of my main dreams, I can't lie.
I can't believe that you don't know anyone who quit this successfully. And I'm just thinking, is it even possible to do that without getting killed?
Yeah, it is possible, but like very, very hard. I can't lie. Like, it is possible. Everything's possible, innit? But it's gonna be a bit hard. Like you're gonna have to like go through shit as well. But yeah.
Do you think you'd ever be able to have a job or like be self-employed or run your business afterwards if you were to quit this?
I could. Yeah, if I quit this year, I could. I can't lie.
So you would be willing to work and to try hard and to grow, but in a different direction, right?
Yeah.
You and your brother, both of you, are super, super bright. And I just think, had you had a different life scenario, had you had different circumstances, you could do, like, you could work, you could run a business, you could create something of your own. Genuinely, I think so. I believe so. Do you think that the people that you've met on your life journey didn't believe in you? Do you think that added to your lifestyle as well and to your life choices?
So no, it's not even that. Like certain people just didn't care.
Like who are those certain people?
No comment. Some people didn't care like what I was doing with my life and that.
Would you say that was a lot of people on your on your life journey in your life?
Yeah.
Would you say that most people didn't care?
Yeah, but obviously the people that care, like my mum, my brother, my family, you know, and some of my friends, and you obviously.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
there are genuinely a lot of people out there who care. I promise you. And it might seem like they don't exist, but they do. And it's just, I find it crazy that this is happening in London. I genuinely find it crazy. I fled a country that's at war right now, where they take kids your age, well, not 17, okay, 18, 19, and they send them to the front line to fight in a war. And then I moved to London, one of the most international, one of the biggest capitals in the world. And then we have teenage kids engaging in warlike activities, fighting each other for postcodes. It's a postcode war. I just find it bloody crazy, you know?
You see the reason why it happens, for example, like, for some reasons, like, by this gang rivalry, that there used to be finding that someone gets stabbed or something like that by someone else from a different area, and then people from this area, they go into that area looking for them. Yeah, then it all just becomes a big argument. People start getting stabbed off and dying. I can't lie, that's mainly how it starts.
Would you say this is a war?
Yeah, it's a war still. It's not beef, it's a war still, but yeah.
Because, I mean, it looks like it and it sounds like it, and I just think it's crazy. It doesn't sit right with me that there are 17-year-olds that are getting stabbed on the streets of London. I just think that's not right. That I can't believe that we're living in a world like this. It's just fucking crazy. Genuinely. Because you're supposed to be in school, you're supposed to be getting your education, you're supposed to start your life, build your life, live it the way you want to, but like, I can't believe this. And it's just not right. Do you think the government has done enough to prevent this issue and to stop this problem?
No, I don't think they have.
What do you think they should do? Or what do you think they could do to stop this?
I don't know. But whatever they're doing right now, it's not helping in any way. Can't lie.
Yeah, I think your insight will be super helpful. I don't know, once again, how many views this video is going to get. I'm going to modify your voice. I'm protecting your identity because I don't want you to be at risk once again. And thank you so much once again for sharing all of this with us.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
I think you sharing this is going to add to our understanding of the problem, and maybe it will help us find a solution